All right, let's get cracking. Let's talk about the first one we started with last week, which was the spoon theory. And we do this one a couple times a year because I love this theory. I first came across this. It was written by a woman who I believe had, I want to say she had lupus, and she came up with this theory, and it has just stuck for many, many, many years. And I found it when I was suffering with Crohn's disease. So, um, the spoon theory really is a great way to describe to somebody what it's like to be chronically ill. A lot of people don't understand how you can be really active one day and then have to cancel on your plans the next day, or you were active in the morning, but you're canceling with me today. So, if you've ever had difficulties explaining to people what it's like to have an illness, this is a great way to do it. I mean, they explain it in this visual here, but we're going to talk about it a little bit in some detail. So, when you're talking about the spoon theory, if everybody starts off their day with a certain amount of spoons to get through their day. So a spoon really represents quantitatively exertion of an activity. Okay. So let's say you get up in the morning, you wake up and you have to get dressed and you have to take your medications, and you have to brush your teeth. That's a spoon. So if you were describing this to somebody, you'd say, all of these things you just did in the morning, right? Give me one of your spoons. Let's say you started off with 10 in the day. Give me one. All right. Well, so now you've got to cook yourself breakfast. Maybe you get a little lunch to take with you to work. You forgot you got to grab some gas. Now you're a little late to work. That's two spoons. I need two of those. That was a lot of mental and physical energy. And then maybe three spoons is you get home and you realize, oh, I should clean out the cat litter box and maybe vacuum up a little bit, or I need to call a friend and they really want to complain to me about something in their life. I got to take time to listen. All right, I need three spoons. You're already down six spoons and it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're already gone half your spoons, but you haven't done anything for dinner. You haven't done any laundry. There's a ton of other things you might have to do. And for the regular everyday people, they may or may not deplete their spoons, but it won't impact them. But for us, we could find that we have no spoons and it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon and we've already used up enough of our spoons. So it's just a way to visually help people understand that, for you, getting rid of 12 spoons in a day, you have reserve. We have no reserve. Number one, by the way, we have no reserve spoons sitting off in an extra little drawer that we can go grab. So we run out of spoons a lot quicker than other people, and that leaves us depleted. So that's a little bit about the spoon theory, and it actually might help caregivers as well as friends and family understand you. So you can always click on that link and learn a little bit more about from the article about the spoon theory. Got thoughts on that? Oh, you
Molly, you
muted
muted
yourself.
yourself.
That's because I'm next to
Okay.
I'm flanked by two schools and the kids are out playing and it's really noisy.
That's okay.
Um, what happens when you run out of spoons at 3 o'clock? What do you just go home, lay down and call it?
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people do. And for me, if I run out of spoons and it's dinner time, I'm winging it with a bowl of cereal or a bagel.
Mhm.
Those are those nights. I might even use up my last spoon to cook my husband dinner, but now I'm too tired to even eat it. So I just go upstairs and get underneath the covers with the TV and a bowl of cereal. That's when he knows I'm done and I'm depleted. I'm done and I'm depleted. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happens.
I wish everyone knew what the spoon theory was. That way you could say, look, I'm limping on one spoon right now. Everyone knows what you're talking about.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
brilliant.
If you tell somebody I'm down to one spoon, then they understand. I think if you say, no, like I can't go out with you for dinner. I got one spoon, and that one spoon may have to be used for a couple different things. And you just have to make that decision how you're going to use it. And so it's a nice visual, but I think for a lot of us, it throws it even more in our face. And you're like, oh my God, like look how bad I am on the day. Like the pain chart. I can remember when my husband was in a lot of pain after having surgery. And I was like, babe, like, where are you in the pain chart? He's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm probably a 4. I'm like, will you look at the pictures of the faces? Which face do you feel? Do you feel the happy face or do you feel the grimacing? And he's like, oh, no, I'm like right next to the grimacing. I said, what number is that? He's like 9. I'm like, then that's where you are. You're a 9. So everybody's definition of something is different, but when you can put things in visual terms, I think it then gives a whole different meaning. So,
I think
spoon
uh
theory.
I think another way to really hammer this theory home is right there on the jar it says everyone starts their day with a different number of spoons.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
so perhaps pre-dissection you had like 30 spoons and you were just
Oh,
wherever you wanted to be, doing whatever you wanted to do. Now you got 10. Now you have 12,
Juggling
yeah.
spoons back
right?
before dissection.
And then
I just play them on my knee.
and then even more like strange is you have days where you wake up and you feel like you have 20 spoons.
Yeah.
And then you have days where you wake up and you have 6.
Right. And here's an even better one. On the days I wake up thinking I have 20, I really only had 4. And the days I woke up thinking, oh, I only have 6, somehow I push myself into negative spoon land, which is really bad because now I've used tomorrow and I know I've used spoons for tomorrow because I've not left the bed tomorrow. I'm tired today for tomorrow. That's sometimes how I feel. And so it's true. Everybody has a different amount of spoons based upon how we live our life. But pre-dissection, oh, for sure. I had more spoons and I didn't even have as much as some other people pre-dissection. So I definitely don't have as many spoons as the 20-some-year-olds. That those days are long gone. They got a lot of spoons. They don't even know how many spoons they've got till they get older and then they realize, oh, I had more spoons back then. It happens. They'll get older. They'll feel it.